Queen explained the situation to her lover, the other rulers united to take on Scott's demon brother. A plan was hatched by 6 of them to bring him down for good, while Zornov, none the wiser, terrorized the neighborhood.
Poppy's in my hand and I'm feeling right. 10 bills on the land and it's in my sights. World domination, soon to be mine. No cooperation, well that's fine. It means I'm a morphle, Big Daddy Zor, so that's what they call me. Official Zorny. Pour me out some liquor, fill it to the brim. Blood's getting thicker, sipping as I sin. You're gonna see more of your old friends, Zornov. You'll learn I'll never return to the boredom I was born of.
Scott's in the library getting kinda wise. Says he's got a plan for Zorzor's demise. Zorny doesn't care though, says he isn't scared. So read a book, try your luck. Zorny really doesn't give a
For your information, I've got an education. Scott never showed up to my graduation. First demon high school, then demon college. Where do you think I got all of this demon knowledge? Demon University, top of every class. You think you can catch me in a little bit of glass? Okay, you caught me embellishing my lore. I don't mean exaggeration, I'm the champion of XOR. You're gonna see more of your old friends, Zornov. You'll learn I'll never return to the boredom I was born of.
Look what they're doing now, writing out a spell. The demon from the east is going back to hell. Got a list of things that'll make Zor cower. They've got the smarts and they've got more power.
If you want power, well, Zornov's got some. I've had more punch than a Zornov shotgun. I've got more action than Die Hard 2. And your little faction's a try-hard crew. You're gonna see more of
Trap him in a cell and keep him off the streets.
your old friends, Zornov.
Listen to him yell, they're taming the beast.
You'll learn I'll soon return.
Charm like Halliwell, never be released.
And then this world will
Yeah,
burn.
heading back to Rivendell, cooking up a feast.
So Zornov had been crystallized and finally subdued. Scott hosted a banquet with good cheer and gourmet food. There was cake, meat, and pickles, a mysterious stew. But then a big announcement caused disorder to ensue. Thwip had forged a crown to rule them all for a time. Whoever wore it could make the others fall into line. The trouble was, every ruler thought they deserved to have it, and in a show of force, took a step forward to grab it. So the feast turned to chaos. It was carnage. And against all the odds, Jimmy was coronated, made an order to build a lake for our cod. As a loyal sibling, I set off to grant his wish, looking for abandoned and neglected little fish. The crown, Jimmy wears the crown, Jimmy wears the crown. After that, Scott took over, stopped us flying, said we should take a stroll. But his reign didn't last long. He was thwarted by my husband, King Joel. Everyone must wear his skull so we all look alike. If we don't obey him, then he says we'll have to die. The crown. Joel now wears the crown. Joel now wears the crown. Joel now wears the crown. While all the other rulers were still fighting for control, the Ocean Queen reflected on her own global role. She decided that she'd share the Ocean Empire's rich traditions while charging all her visitors a fee for their admission. Didn't have a formidable army, didn't have a big population. So I made a guided boat tour. Hop in, give a small donation. First stop is a Mazalian campsite, where King Joel's journey commenced. Though camping is not for everyone, 'cause it's really intense. Welcome to my ocean tour. We'll sail across the sea for sure. Watch with awe, let the scenery sink in. All aboard. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Medieval spies here for surveillance. I've already met one of these charmers. Took his uniform home to polish. Had a night in shining armor. Then one of our bolder attractions. Totally natural, I didn't plan it. These rocks, they're all pure diorite. Some take them for granted. Come one, come all from far and wide. It feels so freeing being untied. Watch with awe, there's so much to drink in. All aboard. The library's all fully booked, so we'll head back to land. What's up, Doc? Leave a 5-star fish review and exit by the gift shop. You're welcome for my ocean tour. We sailed across the sea for sure. Watched with awe, let the scenery sink in. We explored, so much to drink in. Now we're moored, the guest book's hinting. Exit starboard. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Meanwhile, Joel was bored of bossing others around. So he devised a game show to give away his crown. He forced them to compete in a series of tests to see who among them would prove to be the best. The Ocean Queen won and became the new master, which might have ended up being a recipe for disaster. But actually, her new law was really quite sweet. It required milk, sugar, eggs, and wheat. I struggled through the trivia, I found a glowing sack. Made a truce with Pearl and Catherine, then I stabbed them in the back. And with my foes defeated, the crown was mine to take. So I looked upon my subjects and I laughed and I said, let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. And if that wasn't cruel enough, I had a master plan. I'd build an island bakery, cash in on the demand. I gathered my ingredients, I taught a friend to bake. Then I waited for my subjects, and I laughed, and I said, let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. But then I got suspicious of the ones who didn't buy. So I made a cake enforcer, and I headed out to spy. I saw no lawbreakers, but I may have caused a raid. After that foolish error, my dear villagers, they paid. I flew to the palace and grabbed my bow to prove that I could be a hero. But despite how hard I tried, a few of my poor people died. And Joey kicked me when I was down. He swooped in and he stole my crown. I know now it was a mistake when I looked upon my subjects and I said, I am deeply saddened to announce the tragic loss of my crown. We will forever remember the light and joy that it brought to the Ocean Empire before it was so cruelly snatched away by Joey. Oh, and also, it seems that a number of villagers have mysteriously, at no fault of mine, passed away. Rest in peace. But on the bright side, I'm pleased to announce that my time as crown ruler was a huge success, resulting in a 5,000% increase in cake consumption. Ocean's blessings to all those who support me for the Empire's sake, and to those who dare cross me, I have 4 words. Let them eat cake. With the crown, Joey called for all the others to bring a gift of a horse, so that he could transform them, make an army made of raptors, of course. Then he made a treasure hunt to see who else would reign. Shrub one and told everyone to find 5 wolves to tame. The crown, Shrub now wears the crown. Shrub now wears the crown. Then she gave it to Catherine, who decreed that we take a flower to grow. And she hosted a contest, Quip cheated, took the crown for his own, said that we should build a road to reach another land. little did we know that this would be the last command. The crown. Whip now as the crown. Whip now as the crown. Whip now as the crown. As Whip snatched the crown from Catherine's cold dead hands, the heavens opened up and washed over the lands. The Queen realized there was just one thing this could be, the unlikely fulfillment of another prophecy. Which meant that if every prediction came true, it would spell the end for her and all the empires too.
The resolution of a never-ending feud brings unimaginable chaos that will destroy the world.
But a book is just a book, not an existential threat. So she went about her day and tried her best not to fret. King Joel placed the last block of his Mesa Mega Palace. The Ocean Queen stopped by to admire his building prowess. It's all coming together. This work of art is meant to last forever. Crystal Cliffs Academy was to welcome its first student. The Ocean Queen thought magic training could be rather prudent. It's all coming together. This newfound craft is meant to last forever. Conflict turns to conversation. Wrath gives way to laughter. I think this is a happy ever after. Finally, Whip and Jimmy made a long-awaited pact. The cod war was forgotten. There would be no more attacks. It's all coming together. These old bygones will now be gone forever. In a show of collaboration to close the final chapter, they put a salmon and a cod into the big reactor. An unforeseen conclusion to the never-ending feud was the mightiest kaboom of the greatest magnitude. A moment or two later, all that stood there was a giant crater. Grimlands was in ruins, debris fell in crystal cliffs. House Blossom, it was split in half by many massive rifts. The end of the lost empire. The Undergrove was all consumed by fire. The crops ablaze, the swamps were raised, and then the blood sheep rained. The crystal cracked, Zornov came back, and then the ocean drained. We're all falling together, forgotten and forsaken now forever. Has long been missing. Mesalia is fractured. All is lost. I think this is the Rapture. How quickly chaos can descend. The prophecies came true in the end. The ocean's gone, and so is my power. All that remains is a lonely tower. As the waters wash away, I fall apart, my mind decays. The rapture broke my sacred connection. In time, I'll lose all recollection. I'm writing this down before it's too late. My memories are fading, I'll soon meet my fate. I may forget, but don't you dare. Always remember the ocean's air.